Hi guys! So welcome to today's video, which as you can probably guess by the title, it's going to be a haul video. And whenever I do these hauls, I kind of like to use most of the products a little bit beforehand so that I can also share some of my first thoughts from using them as well. So instead of just being like, hey, I bought this foundation but I have no idea what it's like, I can give you kind of like a mini review of how I feel about it so far. So before I get into the video, I just wanted to quickly say that I'm down to 40 days until I leave for England, so that is crazy to me. I'm really excited, a little bit nervous, but mostly just super excited. So okay, so I'm going to break this up into the stores that I bought it from. So we'll start with Sephora first, and I bought these things online. So the first thing, it's only two things or three things, but the first thing is the Tarte. It's the Works of Tarte holiday collection, or like a part of the holiday collection, and it's the Colour Wheel, the Amazonian Clay blush palette. So this is the box it comes in, and this was incredible value for money. I feel a little bit bad that I'm showing it because it was like a limited edition 2-day online offer only sort of thing. Maybe they'll bring it back at Christmas time, but I don't know if they actually will. But it was $64 or 65, I think it was $65 actually, and you get 10 different shades. So they've got like a cool tone section and then a warm tone section, but I kind of see it as like autumn winter blushes and then spring and summer blushes. But it's incredible, and it's got this little plastic slip in between so that the blushes don't like transfer onto one another. And I'm wearing Mod today. I don't really go too heavy on blush, but that's the one I've got on today, and I really love it. They are a little bit smaller than the full-size blushes, obviously. It's about half the size, but who even finishes blushes? Like, nobody does. So, and you also get two highlighters. That one's technically a highlighter, and so is this one down here. But these are all limited edition shades. Like, I had a look and I couldn't see them selling them for as individual little blushes. But Tarte is like some of the best quality, and the fact that you get like, it's only $6.50 or something like per shade then. So like per little palette or per little thing, it's only like costing you $6. So considering a full blush is $38, I think, a full size one, that's like incredible value for money. So yeah, love that. And this is going to be so good to travel with as well because it's not too big. And I have so many options then to choose from. Okay, this next like holiday sort of set, I think it's a holiday set too maybe, I'm pretty sure you can still get, so I will leave a link to it down below if it's still on the Sephora website. But this is another like great value for money deal. So it's Beauty Blender and Benefit have like collaborated for this. So it's a little box, and this was $54 if I can remember correctly. And you get, I've already used one of the beauty blenders, so I've taken that one out, but you get two full-size beauty blenders. You get the original one, which is this one obviously, that's now a bit grubby, sorry. And then you also get this one, which I think is called the Pure. Yeah, so Beauty Blender Pure, and that's just formulated without any dyes or anything, so it's safer for sensitive skin if this one irritates you or something. And then you also get two miniature products of these. So you get a little mini Benefit Professional, which I really like this primer. Actually, I've used it a few times before and I still have another one of these to use up, so now I've got two. And then a teeny tiny little Benny tint, which is like, you get so much product. I don't even think you'd need to buy the full size, to be honest. And I used to have this because my friend gave me her old one, but it got super grubby and gross, and there was so much like foundation in the bottom, and it was just a bit unhygienic to use, so I had to throw it out. So I'm very glad to have now replaced it with a brand new one, which is pretty and clean. But I love both of these products. I'd never tried the Beauty Blender before, but considering one of them on its own is about $30 or $33 or something like that, the fact that you get two plus these two for $54 is such good value. I think all up, the little box is almost $100 in like value, and you're only paying $54, so that's amazing to me. The other little thing I got from Sephora was this nail buffer, which I just got because I had to spend a certain amount of money in order to get free shipping, and it was only like $5 more that I had to spend, so I just found this, and it was like, so it was really inexpensive, and I've heard good things about it, so I just picked up one of those. Pretty boring. Next is Priceline, and I've only bought 2 things from Priceline actually, and they're both from L'Oreal because they had about 30% off, I think it was, on the L'Oreal range, so I thought I'd try a few things. So the first thing I picked up was the Lume Magique Pure Light Primer, and I've wanted this for so long. I remember Estee talking about it on her channel probably years ago now, like a really long time ago. But L'Oreal is really expensive here in Australia. Like both of these products are $30 at their full price, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So when it was 30% off, I thought I'd try it because they were only 20. And oh my word, I think it's love with this. I put off trying this because I thought it was going to make me look super oily, but it doesn't. Like it's probably one of the least oily primers I've ever used, and you would think that it would be kind of oily, but it's not. It's just so radiant and luminescent and absolutely beautiful. My dog's just come to say hi. Do you want to say hi? Look funny. Say hi. This is my dog. His name's Joey. He's just come to interrupt. So yeah, I love it. It just makes you look so healthy and radiant and glowy and beautiful. So I'm so happy that I finally picked this up. And then the other thing was the L'Oreal True Match foundation, which everybody knows and loves this, and I've also wanted to try this for so long, but I put it off and then I finally just went out and bought it. And I got the shade 2C Rose Vanilla, and I don't know if it's a perfect match. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing like both of these today. And it's meant to perfectly match you, but I don't know. I'm kind of in between shades, but I didn't want to buy 2 and mix it. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go for this one and hope for the best. So yeah, it's like not perfect, but I think I can kind of make it work. But in terms of the foundation, like how it feels and how it lasts and how it sits and everything like that, I love it so much. I think it works best with a sponge. So like I use my Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques one. And I think it applied better than it did with the brush. It still works fine with the brush, but I just really like it with the sponge. And oh my goodness, I just love it so much. So I'm really glad that I finally went and bought it. Okay, next is a couple of things that I picked up from Beauty Bay, which is an online website. And they basically stock a whole bunch of things that you can't get in like Australia. You can't buy it in stores, or you can, but it's just so much cheaper on Beauty Bay. Like you can get First Aid Beauty from Sephora, but it was pretty much double the price in Sephora compared to what it was on Beauty Bay. And it does take a while to arrive. I think it took kind of close to 3 weeks, about 3 weeks to get here. So that is something to factor in. If you're going to need something, order it 3 weeks before you think you'll need it. But if you don't mind waiting, it's really great. So the 2 things from First Aid Beauty I got was the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. And it's just a basic sort of face cleanser, and this is the smaller size. They have one that's bigger, but I feel like this is going to last me so long because I literally used like a pea-size amount because it just foams up. Well, it's not foamy, but it just like lathers up really well, so you only need the tiniest amount. And I really like it so far. It says it's an airy cream, and that's like exactly how you would explain it. And then the other thing I got was the Skin Rescue Daily Face Cream, and I got this because the moisturizer I'm using, I didn't really love it, and also it's almost running out, but it was more that I just didn't really love it and I wanted to try something else. So I do quite like this. I'm not sure if it's nourishing enough, so I do mix it with an oil, the go-to Face Hero oil, just to give it a little bit extra. And even still, I find that like my skin is a little bit dry on my chin, like a little bit flaky. I don't know if you can probably see it on camera, but off camera I can see it, so it's not super hydrated. But yeah, that's the only thing. Maybe I should just use more of it. I don't know, but I do like it so far, and they're pretty inexpensive, at least on Beauty Bay. They're not too expensive at all. The next thing is the Pi Rosehip Bio Regenerate Oil, and I love this so much. This is the first time I've ever used it, but I've heard some really good things about it. And with rosehip, it does take about 3 or 4 months to see the full effect of it. It's not just like a quick overnight fix, but it is really meant to help with plumpness and scarring and blemishes and that kind of thing, and that's why I'm using it. So I use it just at night time, and I use 3 drops of it, and you have to apply rosehip oil to damp skin, otherwise it just doesn't absorb. But this one, as long as you apply it with damp skin, it my skin just drinks it up straight away, and then I'll touch my skin a few minutes later and it's not oily, it's not greasy, it's not shiny, nothing. Like, it's just hydrated. So I've never used a rosehip oil that sinks in as well as this one does. So I think it's true about you get what you pay for. This is a little bit more pricey, only about $10 more than the other one I used, but the difference in quality is like outstanding. And the last little thing from Beauty Bay is I picked up this ginormous bottle of my beloved facial spray. So I use the Badescu facial spray every single day, twice a day pretty much. It's like I use it as my toner. And I just love it so much. And I picked up this massive bottle because this is the size I normally buy, because this is all you could buy before. And now they do one that's double the size. So I used to just buy 2 of these at a time. And now I can just get the big one, but look at the difference in size, like that's crazy. So yeah, I'm really happy to have such a massive bottle because this stuff is so good and it's so cheap. Like, this bottle here I think is only about maybe $10, at least $10 Australian, and then I think this one ended up costing me about $14 or $16 Australian. And yeah, it's so good. It's such a good facial spray if you just want something basic. Yeah, this is such a good one. Okay, last but not least, we're on to the last thing already. So this is going quicker than I thought. I picked this up from Kohl's actually randomly the other day because it was half price and I've never used it or heard anything about it before. It just looked good and the packaging sold it to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give that a go. So it's the Garnier Fructis Miraculous Oil with weightless argan oil. And as you can see, it is quite like an oily thing because it's very thick. Well, not very thick, but thicker than a normal liquid. And I haven't used this yet, so I can't say if it does anything, but it promises to restore softness and shine and make it like silky and smooth and beautiful. And my hair is just not that smooth and nice and shiny, and like, I mean, it's greasy at the top, but like, I feel like the bottoms of it just don't have that beautiful silkiness to it. So I thought that I'd pick this up and see if it does any good, because it was $5, I think, being half price. And I was like, you know what do I have to lose? I'm just gonna give it a go and hopefully it's nice. I don't know if it smells any good. Let's see. Oh, that smells so nice. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, that smells really good. So I'm very excited to give this a go, and hopefully it will make me have beautiful hair, but we'll see. Okay, so that is everything that I've picked up recently. Now I need to stop spending my money on things because England is coming and I need to have as much as I can for that. So please yell at me if I do another haul video anytime soon. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked to see what I bought and hear my first little thoughts on things. And yeah, that is it from me today. I will see you in my next video. I hope you all have a really, really lovely day. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!